Okay, dear students, now we are back to our new section, Geography, lesson number 3. So, yesterday we started lesson number 3 and first some portions. Now, let us continue it. So, all of you take lesson number 3. Now, we are going to discuss causes of migration. Causes of migration. People migrate for various reasons, different reasons. uh, Behind people take migration, they compare the advantages and the disadvantages of staying where they are and moving to new places. First they will do it the comparison, what is advantage and disadvantage of the place where they live, and if they move what they will get as a new thing and what profit they will get. And next thing, other factors like distance, how much distance they have to cover, and terrain, travel cost, travel time, modes of transportation, cultural barriers also influence their decision. Also, these all things are influencing their decision to migrate, like fare of the travel and distance of the travel and modes of transportation, what type of modes they have to use it, and uh, the passport, visa and such kinds of official matters, these all they will think. If it is possible, then they will go behind that. If the causes of migration may be grouped into two main categories, that two main category, before because of two main category this migration can take place. One is a push factor and another one is a pull factor. Two, push factor. Let us see what about a push factor. uh, the difficulties that cause people to migrate are called push factors. The difficulty, okay, what all difficulties they are facing, who people to emigrate are called push factors. And now some of the major push factors are as follows. Now we are going to discuss some of the major push factors, difficulties they are facing. Because of this problem they are migrating their place. First one is a food shortage. Where they are living, that place they are, if any of the people are facing food shortage, then what they will do, they will go by searching food, where they get a better food facility, and that reason is the first one, food shortage. Then shortage of job and low earnings and unstable economic conditions. Shortage of job, if they don't have work there, then they will go for seeking uh, job. And low earning, if they are working they are getting less earnings, that also will be a cause. And unstable economic condition, to better economic condition to save their family and their family members, they will go for working. And next one, lack of amenities such as good housing, like amenities, we can see. So our primary needs such as a good housing, transport, power supply, medical facility, education and so on. And now war, if there war happening, then automatically people will go like something to save their life, they will leave their own place and will go for another places. And now let us see another natural disaster, like recruitment, flood, famines and so on. So natural disaster, like some recurrent flood or some disease and famine. This all will cause people to change their places. And next point, persecution because of race, religion, belief, social practices or political ideas. And so if that country's political leaders or a group of people may persecute some minor groups, then that minor group will run away from there. Now let us see pull factor. These are the push factor which we discussed. Now let us go behind the pull factor. The factors that attract immigrants to center place are called pull factors. Some of the major pull factors are as follows. The abundance of food and other resources. That is what the abundance of food and other resources that may cause their pull factor. And higher earnings, better employment opportunities and a stable economy. This is what we had a push factor also, we discussed the same. And better amenities they are getting, but they need better amenity and political stability and lower risk of natural disaster and racially equality, religious freedom and freedom of thought and expression. These are the things, these all we had discussed about too. And both are somewhat same except war, isn't it? Rest. A brief history of migration. It is believed that modern humans emerged in Africa but 2 lakh years ago. So believed that modern humans, that was in where in Africa, our early people, and it was in 2 lakh years ago. And these humans were nomadic hunter gatherer who moved to search food and water. And when first people they were nomads, they walked or traveled from place to place for what purpose? By searching of food and water. And they usually followed the animals they hunted, and their migrations were driven by changes in the climate. Like animal, according to climatic condition, they will they changed their places. And not only that, availability of food also they might have considered. Archaeological evidence suggests that the humans spread throughout Africa and sometime between 80,000 and 60,000 years, and from 80,000 years to 60,000 years before the humans they spread in Africa. And numbers of them moved out of the continent. They entered Asia from the west and spread through Asia to Europe and Australia by about 40,000 years ago, and to the America between 20,000 and 15,000 years ago. These are the time. So 40,000 years ago only people reached where they have ended in Australia and Asia's time, that they are not about 80 to 60 years between they might have entered in Asia. And in America we can say so it is maybe 20,000 years before. And by about 10 years ago, man had changed from hunter gatherer to farmer. When they entered in Asia or Africa, no, Asia or America or Australia, still they were hunter gatherers. Now let us, then after some years, I mean just before 10 years only, they changed their nature to hunter gatherer, from hunter gatherer to farmers, producers. So dear students, read the lesson and points to remember you make by heart. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.